So if you don't know, guys, I'm literally out in Hyde Park, jamming with the poets. Them, we're doing this.
Have you ever watched something break or possibly tear, watching each second as it permanently changes? Have you also tried to duplicate that same break? As humans, we witness things break the most.
For the vlogs.
What one?
Yes. Yo, follow Purple Tie. Purple, give him your socials, bruv.
So I am C-Dest the Written World, or hashtag the guy with the purple tie. You can find me by googling me, hashtag the guy with the purple tie.
Exactly.
Make sure to follow this guy as well for amazing vlogs and vlogs.
Yes, we're doing this. So Metaphorest. So if you don't know, guys, I'm literally out in Hyde Park, Speaker's Corner, jamming with the poets. Them.
Yeah, I got a 3-minute timer. Accompany if you feel it. Right. You see, I'm trying to be like a handbasket like Moses. See, I was the son delivered to my mother. You see, I'm trying to show you that I am trying to dance with my poetry like the Macarena lines. I'm trying to show you that my poetry has the Macarena waves. You see, I look to the sky and find that I align myself with my poetry. I rhyme one time on the line and I stick to the beat, but I sometimes go outside the lines. I color in happy colors, you see. Purple is something that means deeply to me, but I too sometimes feel sad, you see. This is the happy sad rhymes that I find that I speak to myself at night. I sit on the log, but I try to be the log for my poetry. You see, I love my poetry in the lines deep within my soul. You see, I'm trying to show you, I'm trying to be abundant like abundance. You see, sometimes I find words a little bit tricky, but I find the power like the movie. You see, I am not a drug dealer, but I am dealing you poetry. You see, I guess I'm trying to keep you hooked on it. I guess I'm trying to show you my poetry grows like a seed. I too, I'm a little bit of a metaphorist, so let me show you. No, I'm not trying to be a knobhead. I'm not trying to flaunt it. I'm not trying to show you that I can go for it, but I sometimes bar for bar find the lines, and I still have this time on one time. So let me plant the seeds. Let me no longer look at the words and keep it going. You see, it's coming from the soul. You see, I am trying to show you that these beads I wear around my neck, I try to find my ancestral lines in this beat. You see, listen to the beat a bit. Let me feel it a bit. Let me find the lines to find the rhymes. And I guess sometimes I mumble my words, but I still speak clearly when I speak. put us all apart, but I find the parts to put it all back together. You see, that's my piece. I'm trying to find that I still can reach out to my piece. You see, the severed ties are not untied, but this tie I wear one night. You see, I became the guy with the purple tie, and that's been my time. Peace. See, thank you.
Poetry in our generation feels like the digital footprints of all our sensations. Our emotion tacked into phones, laptops and tabs, more than pens and pencils on our paper and pads. Would you rather lose ink crossing another mistake, or lose battery highlighting to replace? Now we can edit our poetic in a matter of seconds instead of settling for second choice of our word weapons. Shoot your shot if you want. Each bullet is laced with the right size and font, piercing through the hearts of the audience you just blessed. Maybe that's why we always say it with chest. Now rhymes you write can now be taken anywhere, in your pocket, open mics, or in the cloud. Up there, up there, we want to make them proud. So why have so many of us started following the crowd? You compare yourself, become your own worst enemy, responding to compliments regularly but remaining in your own path. Low self-esteem means you laugh, not believing you're actually good enough. You show love to creatives, sharing your work after all. The love you give yourself is small. Social media is tough but doable. You want to feel beautifully suitable, validated and acceptable for society. Falling into that trap silently, the lines you write begin to change. Adhering to the range you think they want to hear, your unique voice disappears as you rewrite, revise, reduce and then redact. Does this and that sound better? Nah, it needs to be a bar to click for, scratch that. You found that you can write a few aesthetically pleasing pieces per day, but you lost the meaning behind each, so you end up feeling the worst way. You know you're well capable to express plenty of those word plays, but it's far from the reason why you started this in the first place. So we remember to follow our voice instead of following crowd chemistry. When writers block cogs up our stream of wordsmithery, we're patient. The water in the proverbial tap will run, eventually. I really appreciate you taking in this beat. Shout out to Tish Kotodama for this intricate beat, accompanying my style of poetry, and inviting me to join this beauty. I used to perform for other people's acceptance, but now I do what I want, using musical fluorescence. I could recite for hours and days, but here I'll just sign out and say thank you. My name is Ace.
I am roots bedded down in the soil when the storms throw at me.
Lord.
I am stuck down stems side by side with petals for my eyes, swaying up to stormy skies, searching for the sun.
Poetry there.
Mercenaries of wide green leaves, marching in time with sergeant trees on the backs of tectonic horse earth plates ebbing with the sea.
So smooth.
My sustenance is in the soil, in the earth where our bodies toil, centuries of roots ploughing down into earthworm thrones. I am leaves spreading outwards wide from my home. I am life. These thorns in my side are my battle scars, but my rivers nourish these stems, so when the fungus comes again, we will beat it and we will grow. This environmental evolution is not for your show. I will not lose myself to a rotten core. These branches will strengthen and reach further, wider, more. There is chlorophyll in my veins. My nature grows luscious and green in times of rain, and I survive. Ah, fuck that, I thrive.
Oh yes. Okay. Oh yes. All right.
There is a rainforest blossoming inside of my soul, an ecosystem very fertile and whole. I dare you to try and trample these roots. I dare you to watch these wildfired remains springing into new shoots. Please pour your pesticides into all of my scars. This garden cultivation takes years, not hours, so do not fall. Do not give up when these shoots aren't reaching out right. Do not fear when your petals are dim to the light. Your stems and friends are holding you strong. Even when this green glasshouse is going all wrong, the strongest storms are just there to test our foundations. And these roots spread wide enough to support a garden of nations. With this resilience, I guess you could call her mother. And when the winter storms come, sit tight with me until summer. I will ride out these rising seas with you. And there is succulence to the things we will do. There is nature in this. Hold me warm under your sun and I'll be basking in bliss. We'll create an Eden under the trees. But don't forget our thorns while we're lying on leaves. We are seedlings grown strong from our ordeals. Darling, drink in the nutrients of ourselves and be healed. When the plagues of the locusts swarm, I will hold you in my leaves and keep your tender heart warm if you let me. Darling, take my hand when the diggers come, shelter with me when it's hot beneath the sun, and when the earthquakes come and the ice caps melt, and we, all of nature's forces, fail to help. These roots will keep us grounded and steady. This Mother Nature in me, in battle I will be ready. Do you see there is nothing impossible in me? There is growth and progress in this fertility, in these fertile soils where my desires run deep. My arms will reach up to the tallest trees and hold on. Hold on with me by my side and be strong. I am channeling potential through all of my veins.
That is sick.
So sync yours in with mine, and we'll keep this world sane. And when we feel the fractured streams of society, tangle your roots in with mine, and grow there with me.
Are you mad? Bro, that is Yo, schooling 101. Take you to school, don't play down the arts and crafts. I'm good with pens, I'm good with paper, I love class. Check it. Colour thoughts with every letter I ink. Word plays pen games, my pen case, end game. Stanza, 10k. Your history whitewashed. We know the truth in our hearts. So when we hear lies, we laugh. Spit bullshit and chat air, nah. I'm a spitfire. My lead put holes in your aircraft. You can't match me geographically. I got a Cuban around my neck, but it's just a link. Under my arm, now she's under my wing. Teaching her IT. When I phone, she moan when I touch her. Apple, watch the gravity of the situation. You deep that for a sec. Geography. I got my head in her clouds, lying flat, make her cumulus now. In a silver lining, make it rain cloud 9. Hard at the top, watch the income stream, cash flows passing riverbanks. But it can turn for the worse, and like poker, it will flop. But put money where your mouth is, under your seabeds. Do you know why I'm so sure? Because I was before the wave. Life's a beach, build sandcastles, but the tide will take watch your footprints wash away, erase what you tried to make. Modern politics are kind of shit, government can't justify it. Black lives matter, but they pay slave masters' kids. Queens and their presidents, they'll say they ain't Americans, but it's evident. Capital or capital? Wu-Tang was right, money rules us all. Classics, I'm at it. I'm matic, I'm after math, like after problem, like after drama. You don't want this static. I'm acrobatic, move one way I'm a ratchet. Talent show, abracadabra, pull out the wand and vanish. You don't want this magic. When I broadcast, my radio active. I forecast bars that stadium match fit. Top bins and top hits. One after another, serial killer coming down your aerial, that's an MC's burial. Not salty, just salt of the earth. Been grounded so long I planted seeds in the dirt. My soul's on fire. My spirit walk and scorch the surf. Fists. I'm my own bubble, time capsule, unearth me, I'm up to date, return to the time and space. Class is in session. My forest fire when I set a light. I'm taking lives, I pen flames. I got fire lines. Force me to open fire, leave you with an open mind. This light of mine, when I let it shine, my eyes go blind when I go blind. Stand behind my own house when I shed light. Yeah, I'll let you do that. But I'm not even finished. Two more parts. Yo, let me read it. I stand behind my own house when I shed light. I break into a word bank. I got away with words. I'll say that again. I broke into a word bank. I got away with words. I said, I broke into a word bank.
Stop! Take it away! Stop it! Too much. I got 2 lines left. 2 lines left. Acapella. Acapella.
I am loving this, I gotta say. This is lovely.
I broke into a word bank, I got away with words. That's all for bars 101.
Came back with another law. That's how serious.
Oh!
Today's a beautiful day. Just looking around at green and yellow grass, looking like haze and hay. I'm just taking it all in as I stretch and I'm breathing. Nothing but distant background noise, dogs barking, children playing and people speaking. It's like an unarranged telekinetic meeting of various people in the same frequency, all taking a different path but on the same sequence. And all that glitters is not gold, so beware of the sequence. See, right now I feel like I could kiss the sky and make love to the sun. And nah, not every day's like this, but this is a wonderful one. Cause I ain't got a care in the world, and yeah, I like it like that. And that's how I feel right now, so I'm gonna write it like that. I'm still writing down facts. Even though this is just gonna last for a couple more hours. I can still take in that natural D vitamin with fresh air all around. Trees, grass, sun's blazing and the breeze is blowing. And for anyone else who might have heard one of my other poems, today's not even a day I had to go get the watermelon in. Because those sun rays are bursting like soul food, which is feeding my melanin. As I'm bearing a mask of a mad mass murdering major made in a manner of Medellin that's known for meddling in melody. Cause in this scene since 2016 really wasn't a thing to be making moves with a team, please hear. Poetry House, PH, has always got that right balance. You know, like the 5.5, the black and the white, the yang and the yin. That's just our little thing. I said it before, it's like medicine. And I'm prescribing poetry, even if it is as I sip and rhyme. But this dragon stout says that it's doctor's orders. And it's lockdown now, so we've crossed the borders. There's no more barriers. All of these online hosts will be happy to be having us. But for me, for the lack of a real place and stage presence, really it's just lacking the same essence. Which only means you're gonna find me online less, more time. Even though half the time, I can still sit back and see what's happening. Cause I know the steez here, plus I know the procedure. I need to be like Bruce Lee more. I mean, be like water, adapt. The same game plan applies here, attack then attack. A couple more joints before the end of the cycle. Now let me stick to that. See, if Picasso could paint himself a picture right now, well, it would look like this part that I'm laying in. Maybe these words that I'm playing with, the perfect palette. All creation is a birth of magic. I was created to create, it's my force of habit. I never force, I just grab it at the right time. Feeling inspired, being outside with the vibes of all the sunshine. Laying on my stomach when I write my lines, finding focus. Totally in love with this summer solstice, posted. Cause I know that I don't even need to head home until it's nighttime. And now it's not just me that's feeling this free. Cause as I look around I see all these people, so many people, and it all goes hand in hand and I'm noticing it. It gives an enormous sense of well-being and I'm safe in the knowledge that there will always be a bit of my heart devoted to it. Now that's the real life, part life, my people. And that's how we live it. What a blessed day and a part today. And that's what we say, hey. Cause you know how we get down. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
Manifest that still. Okay.
Alright, I can probably go with this.
Jesus Christ. Alright, cool.
The creation of a nation built on unsustainable foundations, aimlessly generating generations of waste by the second, blinded by convenience, ignorant to disposal, Ship it off far away, maybe dump some in the ocean. Most efficient way to turn those mountains into molehills. Walking down the street, plastic everywhere I see. Pack of what's on the grass and a mask underneath. Another empty lighter, broken charging wire, and the ones in my eyes that help me read. Synthetic library of knowledge in the palm of your hand. How can you expand when your head's in the sand? Slowly draw the advertising logos tattooed to your eyelids. Have you ever stopped to think why they call it a brand? New gadgets every year, plastic still appears in this throwaway society where sobriety is feared. Addicted to the packaging, unboxing isn't talented. Just another way for companies to bring the rabbits in, caught in their headlights. Put from their website, enticed by their lies. Will make your lives better. We follow like sheep and they milk us like feta. What's the point of crying wolf when the wolves are the shepherds? Sheep and they milk us like feta. What's the point of crying wolf when the wolves are the shepherds? One click purchase, one day service. Want some practice, circuits, purpose. One more burden to earth's surface. 400 years till it decomposes.
Oh yeah, it's like that. It's like
400 years. It's like that.
It is like that. Whoa, I literally nearly tipped over. It's like that still.
Walking down the beach, plastic underneath my feet, tangled in the seaweed, floating in the breeze, bags nesting in the trees, got me begging on my knees for the keys to unlock the vaccine for this disease. Used to look up at the sky and see the Milky Way, Mars, galaxies far away, told to shoot for the stars, dream big you will achieve. In reality I'm just another rapper washed up in the sea, turtles getting throttled, fish outnumbered by the bottles, traces being found in every single ocean mammal, bioaccumulates up the food chain, dissolved in the salt that we're putting on our plates. Make no mistake, plastic's running through your veins. Why isn't everyone trying to make a change? Whales washing up with 40 kilos in their stomachs, insane. It really doesn't have to be this way.
It doesn't. It really don't. Say the truth, bro. Say the truth. You know the truth.
Purchase, one day service.
Oh yeah.
One more day aboard this circus. Once it sinks beneath the surface, still 400 years till it decomposes.
400s. You heard
that
it.
was one click purchase, one day service, one more day aboard this circus. Once it sinks beneath the surface, still 400 years.
400.
Till it decomposes. It's like this. We've been sliding down with snakes, but it's time to climb the ladder. Sustainably rebuild and maintain our planet. But the only thing that ever seems to matter in the real world, stick eye in the middle, stitch it up to get material. It'll be a miracle if we get out this mess. 200,000 years our species stood up to the test, and the rest. Now's the age of consumerism, fossil fuel addiction, single-use affliction, humanity. Is this really how we're living? Insanity's definitions, repetition of infliction. But this is our position, not a Orwellian fiction. Even he didn't think we'd tap out by submission. What's our decision? Are we gonna start giving back to this planet that gave us our freedom, or keep taking and forsaking, leaving Mother Earth vacant? Only signing life is left is all the plastic on the pavement.
Pull it.
Only sign of life is left is all the plastic on the pavement. One click purchase, one day service, one more worthless thing to worship. Reduce, reuse, recycle, repurpose, refuse contributing to the plastic surplus.
Alright, that's so deep. That's so deep.
That was one click purchase, one day service, one more worthless thing to worship. Reduce, reuse, recycle, repurpose, refuse contributing to the plastic surplus.
Hey! Come on, Jay. Come on, Jay.
So this one's called 40-Line Daydream. Okay. And I wrote it on a bus.
Which bus?
There's a number 8 going to Liverpool Street.
Oh, you know that bus? I know that bus. Cool.
My man, Roman Road. Okay. Sat on the bus. Pay no mind to busy strangers. You should really wear a mask. Protect the people around you. The top deck windows give you panoramic views of the open sky. Your thoughts travel until they take off like birds. And they circle the sky above you, ready to dive back into your head, in your daydreams. For a moment you feel lighter, the any relief is temporary. Glasses fog up when your breath is forced up onto them by your mask. Be as quiet as a mouse when what you're thinking is deafening. No one but you will know. You try to compose yourself as you compose a text, a message that will never be sent to a blocked profile. All you see is a profile picture, a tiny window into a better life, into a future without you. Misery is a state of mind. I prefer New York, because if I'm miserable, let it be classy. In a city that never sleeps, maybe I'll find peace. I wonder if there's buses in NYC that run through the night. And that's it.
Yeah.
So this piece is called Tear. Have you ever watched something break? Or possibly tear? Watching each second as it permanently changes. Have you also tried to duplicate that same break? As humans, we witness things break the most. Glass shatters, and depending who you ask, is either good or bad. Some would say glass breaking on its own lets out the bad and brings in the good. Maybe I should butter my fingers up and let more glass slip.
Yes.
What makes me laugh is that we are quick to make fixes. Grab the glue and it'll be good as new, but it'll never be new. Its scars from breakage will be branded on it, though those jagged lines we've become blinded to. We don't hesitate for a moment to fix items, but take no notice to heal the most important items. No tear or break can be duplicated. As I rip that paper I could relate the most. I sometimes feel like paper. We have lost focus, though we have lost focus. The eye of our lenses have cracks in it, but the ones in our screens are kept immaculate. Take a smile while in public. Make sure it's on straight as your tie. Once out of the public eye, it's hanged on a shelf tied with our ties. Our vision has been jaded. These tears will never be on display. No one wants to display what isn't perfect, but why? It seems we have gone back in reverse. Tear, yes, it hurts. My heart has been ripped 1 times 2 2 2. I'll let you do the maths. I am focused on one task. Put it on display and have no dismay. No fear, no shame, no question to your name. It's about how you carry, how you brandish it. There's no super glue. Trust me, I tried to find it. And it doesn't exist. But remember what I said at the start? No? Then let me reverse. Have you ever watched something break or possibly tear, watching each second as it permanently changes? Have you also tried to duplicate that same break? I am the torn-hearted, at times slanted, smiling guy. I happen to wear a smile which at times is tied, slanted like my tie, adds more character. But this isn't the end of my chapter. For no break may duplicate. So those tears, rips and breaks can never be done again. Thank you.
Yo, Lords.
Born in a white man's land that is never just white. My skin is brown, but my mind is white.
Okay.
My values are brown, but my bread is white.
Oh.
And I think about this day and night. Curry at 6:30 and curry at 7. Is that alright?
Oh.
My Britain is brown and I am white. I relate to mate as much as I relate to Assalamu alaikum. Both endearing greets in their own right.
That is mad.
You know, I like my seasoning brown and we'll slag off the whites. But
Okay.
when I want to full English, HP is the only brown I like.
Ah! Buzz! What?
When I'm sipping the brown liquor, I'll slag off the brown and down the liquor.
Okay.
Probably dare a white to see you can down it quicker.
Oh yeah.
Do some karaoke and scream I'm white down the mic to fit in the moment how I like.
Okay. Yes.
Cheering on some random and
Come
singing
on.
Sweet Caroline.
Oh.
Hey.
Yes.
Like good
All right.
times never seem so fucking good. I'm gonna laugh and a joke with some lads on MD and Coke. One guy says, "Oi, nah, shall someone cook Steve's ass for banter?" And I'm thinking, hell yeah, why the fuck not?
Oh. Ballsy.
Next man is chundering and others getting swirled. One guy on the floor all mangled and curled. Looking around me thinking this is the life, cause tonight I'm white and I'm in a white man's world. Then I get in the taxi saying, "Yeah mate, take us home will ya?"
Do it.
And when I look up in the mirror, I see the deep brown eyes of my long lost brother. My sister, my father and my great grandmother.
Okay.
He asked me how my night's been and I tell him, Alhamdulillah brother, it was a lovely evening. Even though I've been disbelieving and deceiving. And all of a sudden I feel the whiteness leaving.
Okay.
Without moving his lips, he tells me I'm brown. He
Yes.
says your skin is your armor and your heart is your crown.
Okay. Yes. Pierce that thing. Pierce that thing.
Colour
Alright.
carries self-respect, integrity and honour. So why not all the way for the life of a gunner? That's it, bro.
Yes! Yes! Big boy team! Yes! Hey! Drop that mic! Drop that mic!
I don't want a drink to forget.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a neuralizer instead.
Okay.
Like the ones from Men in Black.
Uh-huh.
A quick flash and my mind will be wiped.
Okay.
Some of my happiest memories, ironically, make me most sad. Days gone that can't be relived. I tend to live in the past. So bring me back to the present. Hit the factory reset on my brain. Neuralize me and let me start over. Make me a blank canvas again. I'm ready to live looking forward to the future rather than living backwards and wishing I was in the past again. Days that are long over need to be over for good. Thank you.
Yo. Another one, please. Another one, please.
This one's called System Error. It's
System
all
Error.
computer related, but like...
Okay.
Black Mirror
yeah.
things, Black Mirror things.
Computer man.
Yeah, that's what we
Timepiece.
Something's broken in me. Leave me in rice.
You gotta do that sometimes. You gotta do that. You gotta do that sometimes. Brown rice.
Overnight I've wondered why I am the way I am. I've waited long to see if the problem fixes itself, but it never does. So I put myself in the crosshairs and called a troubleshooter.
Absence makes the heart grow fonder. There's this word, my favorite word, sonder. It means the realization that everyone has a life with complexity just like you.
Okay.
That everyone has a truth, a beautiful and ugly truth just like you. Alluring and reassuring the day I met you. I do not like sharing, but you are not an object to me. You are a beautiful euphony. You are a beautiful melody, a righteous symphony. You will be different to me or the death of me. I am a strange cacophony, a mixture of sounds that should not be put together.
Lord.
We should not be put together. You could say a cacophony is an orchestrated catastrophe. It could only end badly.
Wow.
Sadly, I do not want this to end either way. You said you are here to stay, but I said I might run away, because I am a runaway. I'm a lost girl, see the happiest memories of the saddest thoughts. And in this memory, I do not want to get caught, because you are a keeper, but I am merely a dreamer. You say to your friends, I don't want to leave her, but I want to leave you, because I am a strange cacophony, a mixture of sounds that should not be put together. We should not be put together.
Oh, yo.
I wish this could last forever, but there is no happily ever after or happy forever.
Lord.
There is a cynic in me that is also spiritual. See, I think if we stayed together, it would be a miracle, because I am a misanthropist who needs a therapist. Chasing you would be like chasing cars. It would only add to my endless emotional scars. When I met you, it was so surreal. I didn't think the idea of you could ever be real.
Lord.
I think this may be a faded goodbye. I hate this feeling, the feel of evanescence is seething, but I'm a seether, a boiling pot.
Yes.
Because when I found myself, I wish I was someone else. Your light burns so bright, it blinds me. I wish I was talking about myself. But this time, I am the bitch in the poem. I walked in the sun today, a white butterfly of purity danced beside me, danced next to the devil, the bitch in this poem. Manic to sad, hour to hour, the obscenity of your power. I want to tell you so bad that you're the best I've ever had.
Yes.
But my mind is so sinister, filled with mischievous administers of pain. My demons still have to be slain. I'm in love with love, but I want to be in love with you.
Lord.
But I'm a strange cacophony, a mixture of sounds that should not be put together. We should not be put together. The end feels like it will last forever.
It does
they say,
sometimes.
wear your heart on your sleeve, but I wear my scars on my arms. And I will not be the scar on your heart. I will not be the hindrance to your art.
Yes, do that.
It is best if we stay apart, because I'm a strange cacophony, a mixture of sounds that should not be put together. We should not be put together.
Don't even do that.
But I hope I remember you. I hope I love you forever. I do not want our phone calls to be ritualistic. I am going to leave because being with you would be sadistic.
Lord.
But I am a masochist, so it's best I feel the pain.
Lord.
I hope we meet again, but for now, I am a strange cacophony, a mixture of sounds that should not be put together. We should not be put together.
Yo. Deep. Fuck.
You ain't no option this time around. There's something I fixed with gold that once used to be broken. Now I can live in the shadows with this light in my mind. Yeah, it might take us time to grow, much larger than our fears, yeah. But it was never a reason not to begin. Just don't waste your time, don't waste your time. You ain't no option this time around. You done way too much work on yourself. You ain't no option this time around. So you won the game, now you come back to play, but the rules have all changed. The fire can't burn itself, and that's all you've ever been. How does it feel to know that growing was never the easy road? Now you ain't no option this time around. Just don't waste your time, don't waste your time. You ain't no option this time around. You done way too much work on yourself. You ain't no option this time around.
Yeah.
I'm addicted to this poetical art form. The fact is I've got to write more, cause every time I put this pen to paper it starts to feel like a damn chore. I've got no words to speak, so I listen more. Yo, mum, I can be a better son to you. I just keep getting lost in the heat of it all. You see, I got to a real poor state. It's something that I do almost perfectly. Aced it, chose to escape it in many different ways. I broke bread once more, now I'm pacing, impatiently waiting, slowly tasting blood. Quarter weight, hands up, fight, guns are blazing. We're still fighting the changes. When it's black, going to be a synonym for amazing, as opposed to everything that represents Satan. This is all driving me insane. What an incarnation, but. The labels I'm erasing, self-defining while the physical judgment is blatant. So I keep telling myself, hold on, don't waste it. Let go of all the hatred, face it, they won't smile at you forever. Soon comes more disappointment, so I'm learning, I'm rising, and I'm taking flight once again. I am thanking God for life, yes. be down to earth. When our heads are in the clouds, too busy loading data up that we forget to look around and see the natural world that surrounds us. We've forgotten how to connect. Need to go back to our rooters. The password is respect.
You fucked me up.
That Wi-Fi connection, though.